I love a good old fashioned Christmas Eve service. Um, it's a ton of fun. I haven't been to one in the past few years for being busy and stuff, but I love a good religious service of any kind. Um, they're all fun. One of my favorite places to be from any religion. So much fun to be there. But there's something like extra fun about Christmas Eve service because it's like, very intentionally orchestrated. And there's always, people singing stuff. And I think it's, a good example of tradition really being put forth. And I love watching tradition and being part of that in some way or form. I think especially in like Protestant circles, like there's this attempt to distance themselves from, tradition and ritual and stuff like that. Um, and being in America talking about Christmas, a lot of what we're talking about is Protestantism of some sort. And what I love about Christmas in that sense is that they're much more willing, generally speaking, to kind of delve into some of the ritual and tradition of it. And one of the problems with America, as as we like to say, I think is really this lack of tradition and ritual that a lot of people like get into a lot more. Like 15 years ago, everyone would be watching the same TV show that comes on at the same time each night. Like you get around and you gather with your family and stuff, and you watch the Friends episode that's coming out. And I think that's something that modern society has really lost. Like everything has become hyper individualized. We don't all gather around to like consume the same media at the same time. Now we just stream whatever we want, whatever from whatever streaming service at whatever time. All of the algorithms and stuff from our phones are hyper individualized, and like there's this loss of of weekly traditions and weekly or just frequent traditions where everyone or a large majority of people in this geographical area do the same thing. We have what, the Super Bowl? That's
Mm.
like the one day of the year where we can like or Thanksgiving dinner maybe, where like collectively as a country we know that a large percentage are doing the same thing, and I think there's something special about that that we've somehow lost over the past few years.